Hey folks, I'm Philip B, and welcome back to Star Trek New Civilizations, the Stellaris mod that brings Star Trek into the Stellaris universe. We're here with the United Federation of Planets. We only have one or two members, I guess, because Earth is technically one member. I wonder if this makes sense, because Tellar world is a member world, and Tellar here is got the, you haven't seen this before, sort of like a vassal-like setting, but as the tiers go up, and I really like this mechanic, I think it's awesome, they lose more and more autonomy over what they have, to the point where they just control one world at stage 2 here, and then a lot of the stuff from that world gets uploaded to the Federation. I think this is a good way to do Ascension. It makes me wonder if Earth should be also one of these. It is the headquarters of the United Nations. It is the headquarters of the United Nations, but the United Federation of Planets, maybe it doesn't make sense to have Earth like that, but we'll see. I don't know. Anyhow, we're hoping to get the Denobulans sucked into this. We're working on it right now, the Denobulan Ascension. We got 61.8 progress per tick, a monthly change. This is good. It was much lower before, but I noticed that this bar actually exists. You know, I could be a little screen blind at times and not notice some of the things that are going on. Just comes with who I am. So it looks like in 130 months we'll get that done. So that's a really long time. Hopefully with the next situation stage in 22 months or just under 2 years, we'll have an outcome that will allow me to have a big boost, and we'll get this moving along faster if we can. But the ascension speed right now is at 100%, and we're doing the best we can. Part of that is I've transferred all of my envoys over to the Denobulans to get this going. It's not ideal to do this, but it really raises the speed, and because there's such a big empire, I think that's important to get done quickly. Oh, there's Trill. It's fun. Yeah. In the meantime, we're going to see about if we can get anybody else to join our little alliance. I mean, these people would in a heartbeat. The problem is the Denobulans are going to say no, and I wish they wouldn't. So if I did invite to alliance, this only increases the likelihood that they'll say yes with favors. But I don't know about the Denobulans. I don't think. Maybe you know this out in the world here. They owe me one favor. Maybe you know something out in the world there that would let you. There's a way that I could use my favors on the Denobulans to convince them to let these guys in, because if I let them in, I can get them through the Ascension process too and gain another section of world. Maybe I can do it also for the Confederacy of Surak here. Would be interesting as well. Association status, the Denobulans also say no. In fact, let's take a look at our contacts. Let's see if there's anybody here who would be good to stick in. Tellar, who's already a member world. Looked at them, we looked at them. The Andorians are already part of the Stellar Compact, so we can't bring them in. We don't know enough about the Deltan Union. But, would also say no to a association anyhow. So I guess we'll leave that. I don't remember the Pretesen Chancellery. The image here looks really familiar, but I cannot remember. This seems like a next gen, maybe, people, but I can't. For the life of me, I can't remember the episode with these people. But they seem like good additions. They are spiritual, which is not super aligned with the Federation, but they are fanatic pacifists, which is it's very useful. Would they want association status? They don't particularly want association status right now. They don't have the kind of trust level that they need anyhow. Yeah, Marians here are militaristic, which is opposed to us, but they are egalitarian. They're in the Stellar Compact with the Andorians. Vultese Senate. And this is another race that I don't really know. But they look like Trill, but I guess they're not. I don't know. Maybe they are. Does it say anywhere up here? No. I go to diplomacy here. They don't particularly want an association status. Anyhow, they also don't have as much like of me or trust yet. So we'll just continue and see what we do. Maybe we can get the Zillian. They only have 4 worlds. It's a nice small empire to bring in. The Bajorans, the same thing. Maybe we can bring them in. The Nausicaans, I'm not particularly interested in bringing in. They are very opposed to us, but maybe. Ferengi, I'm kind of opposed. Then we have all these little worlds here, who are pre-FDL society. So if I do this, you can see that these are all pre-FDL societies right there. I remember these people from one of the episodes, but the rest of these I do not, especially this Al Rigel, which seems to be a seeded people, always starts next to Earth, over here. Gonna have to do some more research into the Star Trek world. Oh no, I have to look into something I really like, but that is the case. What is this Iota Botus? Why is this flashing at me? Do situation log. Do I have everything flashing? Off now? Good. Okay, so I don't want everything flashing at me all the time. Perfect. I have somebody going to this ancient ruins. Other than that, I have a whole bunch of ships sailing around doing stuff. We're working on replacing the old frigates and retiring them, mostly by throwing them at enemies. They're over here. They're collecting up here. If we can get these 2 fleets to merge, actually, that would be nice. There we go. They're only a 2.1 fleet. They're going to need some help to beat up these Trilobulin harvesters, which I'll probably do with the Teller fleet once the Teller fleet is ready to go. And they are pretty good to go, so why don't we bring them over to here to repair. In fact, they can just come here to repair. We'll do that. Then we'll send them up there as well, and that should be enough to blow that up, because this is a 2K fleet, and this is a 3.7, and that's more than this. We're settled a bunch of worlds. Once this world is fully settled, which will be shortly, we'll turn it into the capital and create a new sector out here. We'll continue to expand. Let's call this eastward, although in space it would not be east. But for the purposes of explanation, I think it's a good way to describe the situation. We'll move on. So let's check what my science ships are up to. You're going over there. I don't want you to do that, actually. I want you to do that. Where are you going? You're going to Earth to upgrade? Yes. You're researching this archaeological site, which is awesome. And you are going to do this, which I don't want you to do. I want you to do this. Thank you. Let's unpause. Let's go up to speed 2. And let's continue to build resources and stuff. Let's have you... You both here? You're coming up. Yeah, you're here. Gonna do this one. Gotcha. Is this another sector where I can do one of those? These things, the clusters. I don't think it is, but maybe. In the meantime, let's have you... I'm gonna take you and have you come up this way. I'm gonna take you and have you do this, since you're already there. What did I see over here? Yeah, research and mining. Gotcha. Good, good, good. We will continue to upgrade fleets as we need. This fleet can be upgraded. One ship, the Icarus class, can be upgraded. Perfect. The first fleet here can also be upgraded. Let's do that. With the Minuteman class getting upgraded. Love it. And the second fleet on Sol can start getting more stuff. Let's do that. We have some Malachowski class frigates, which we'll take a look at in a second. They do need a commander. I think I can hold off on having a commander, actually, because the commander's in the Teller fleet right now, but we'll get them off of the Teller fleet once we're done with it. I think once I have 4 fleets of 30, I'll drop the Teller fleet. Because these fleets, as you can see, are much more powerful than that Teller fleet. We get that done as well.
Ships upgraded.
Perfect.
Colony founded.
Excellent. There's our colony. Let's make you the sector captain. Let's grab somebody to be the... Actually, I want to do it in the other screen. And to be the sector master. This one here. So... I have somebody in charge of all of these, but I need somebody in charge of this one. Let's see. Who's available? You're Terra Nova. Hold on, I want to see this. I only have 2 commanders, or whatever they're called, officials in charge here, which are both the Tellarites, Gav and Kundar. Let's pick a one that is not. There's Gav and Kundar. You are not. You're my Minister of State, and you're doing this. I think this is a good one. Let's do Gamar out here. Sounds great. Now that you're done, let's get you to build some stuff. We'll do that by buying some minerals. And we'll get you to build the city district. You don't have any special abilities, so I'm just going to leave you for now. Especially since I've got 2 more colonies that we'll be finishing. They're both not that far. So Surak has become more militaristic. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, you're not too far off. You just started. Okay. Excited for this defense fleet to get nicely built up. What do you need? You need way more components. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have given away so many. Back to bribe people. You're grabbing this right now? Yeah. What did we get? The Hermes class frigate, super. Fleet command cruiser, neat. Neat, neat, neat. Farragut class cruiser, let's get the Farragut, it's fairly cheap, and more ships, more good. You know, I love the ships. Very slowly losing influence, but that's okay. And if I need to, I can drop a few things to get there. Let's adopt a tradition and diplomatic protocols. Let's adopt peace in our time, which I think is a good one. It also gives me another envoy. 2 envoys, apparently, which is lovely. Can I even increase this even more? Can this be insane? If I do improve relations, you. Improve relations, you. Does that make this process go even faster? Oh yeah. Now we'll be done in 103 months, and in 13 months we'll get a new outcome. Perfect. Okay, let's rocket through this. One of these leaders here has leveled up, our Minister of Defense. They are a minister, so I wouldn't mind something that makes sense. Be a minister, so military ship build speed I think is a good one. We'll get that across the board. Anybody else level up? Don't think so. Nope. I can have one more official, so let's hire that. So we'll go to leaders. Oh, I don't have enough Unity. We'll build up a bit of Unity and then I'll do that. I just spent it all on upgrading our traditions. So we finished the diplomacy tree, which is amazing. That gave me a stance, right? I go to, so much easier, I just click here. So it's this one. Peace in our time. Mutually respected relations is an opinion boost between empires our diplomats are improving relations with. Okay. And are you doing anything to us? You are not. It's unfortunate. Maybe we can get there. Ship fire rate is increased. That's lovely. Let's get rid of more tire blockers. We can do a Federation Council thing. Let's see about talking to the wrong one. I always click this top one, situation log, for some reason to get to here. It's just me. Science Council. Ooh. Department of Extraterritorial Holdings. Neat. And the Medical Exchange. Neat. Let's take a look at this stuff in a minute. Let's see if we can do mediate a dispute between the Denobulan Unity and Bajorans, Romulans, the Lurians, and the Ferengi. A little too hard to get to. Okay, let's try Surak and the Vendorian Commonwealth. They're not too hard to get to. Yeah, let's try that. Approved proposal. I was thinking of switching out one of these two. Once we got to 11 here, yeah. Diplomatic grants, more envoys, more good. So if I take this off, how bad does that affect my crew? Let's do diplomatic grants while we're at it. And see what happens. This goes down to
Construction complete. Log updated.
both the Confederation of Surak and the Vendorian Commonwealth have accepted our offer to mediate their dispute. Understood. We'll deal with that in a second. Let's also pop into here and throw in even more stuff. So we need to be where? We need to be on Vulcan over here. Okay, so let's grab you. You upgraded yet? Not yet. Do that very quick for me.
Ships upgraded.
Thank you. We're going to pause, and we're going to send you here, please, to research that. There's a very long way to get there, but you will do your best. This is still going, right? Yeah, we're gaining 2.4 a month. This is going extremely slowly, though. How come? Why is this going so slow? Because I've explored it a bunch? Does this ship have a captain? Is there anybody in here? Yeah, the strata is in here, right? Delta Blennis cluster fully mapped. Exploration vessels will be returned. That's the finisher effect. Okay, we're not there. I know one of the mod developers has commented on all my videos, and thank you for that. I really appreciate the attention. And the advice you've given so far. I don't quite understand this system. I get that it's the the situation system from the base game, and it progresses down this line, and you need certain points to progress down the line, just like the Nobulan one is, but I've been screwing around with how fast that moves. But why is this so slow? It doesn't really tell me. It tells me the survey speed of the ships in the Empire is there with a +1. So because I have, what is that? Just over 100% bonus, we're getting just over 2.4 over 1 right here, but this seems like a crazy amount of stuff. Like 10,000 is a crazy amount of progress to try and ask for. I don't quite understand what is going on here, why that is so high. And should I be sending in other ships to help map this? Is that what should be going on? Because I don't quite understand that process. And if that's the case, I'm happy to send more ships in. Yeah. Now that we have some more Unity, let's, I might even science this and test it, because I do pre-record these videos, so I'm unlikely to read the response to that anytime soon. But I do read all the comments, it's just that there's a delay from when I record and to when I record next. Leaders. Okay, we do have 6 scientists, 5 commanders, 1 official. So let's hire a official. And stick them on a planet somewhere. Somebody who's good. You just live longer. You do the lithium mining. If you're on council, you give me edicts funding. If you're on council, you give me agenda speed. If you're on council, you give me infiltration. All those are useless. Lithium mining and leader lifespan seem okay. Let's get Shang Huang here. Shan Huang here to be hired. Sounds great. What are our scientists doing? You're surveying, you're excavating, you're governing, and you're governing on Earth. You're my food producer and a linguist. It'd be good to take them off and put somebody else on instead. Solve that food problem. Yeah. Let's go back here, solve the food problem. Or attempt to, at least. Who needs jobs? You could use a few. You do have an open farmer slot, so I'm going to leave that alone, because he will fill that in. Most of these are pretty good. You, Arcturus 5, need something to do. Now you're making energy. Ooh, would be a good mineral world, so let's build a mineral thing here. I'll keep going. I'll just buy a bit more or run across a planet I can put some food on. You have a 1 spot left as well. You have 1 more technician slot. I might just keep that open on Arcturus 3 here. Larissa doesn't have anything. You might be good for some food, yeah. So let's do that. We'll buy another 1,000, because I can build a couple of things. Let's build a food here. You also have 0. You're not a great food planet. Who ordered to build this? I order administrative office here. Polaris Prime. Or do I have the automation set up? These people are building their own stuff. Let's also build food here. And I'm probably going to overbuild food, but it's something that you can easily sell. Yeah, you also need jobs. You're bad at mining. Congratulations, you're now good at food. I think we'll call that good for now, unless somebody is also at a 0. You are. Altair. I could use more mining districts. Let's wait the month, and I'll build one more mining district here. Unless I can just build the millennium processing plant. I build that? Oh, I can't. There we go. Just build that instead. Perfect. I don't have to wait. Who leveled up? Our official. We just hired. Great. This increases crime, which I don't like. So I think we'll just do experience gain. Call them good. Oh, they're from Mars. Neat. With that solved, I think we're okay to make some changes. Let's go to the planets and sectors. Let's go to the Earth sector. Take you off. Take you off. Let's put the head of research here. Let's stick the new official here. Perfect. And then we're going to make a new science ship over here. And I'll send that into the Delta Volanus cluster as well and see if that helps. Wait a minute though. Noonien Soong's genetic status. With genetic engineering heavily restricted in the Federation law, individuals with augmented DNA are generally prohibited from serving in Starfleet or governmental positions. Noonien Soong's genetic background has been exposed following his participation in a medical study. It appears Noonien Soong's parents subjected him to a series of genome-altering procedures in response to him showing signs of slow development as a child. Given Noonien Soong's contributions to the United Federation of Planets, some of the Prime Minister Rif Garlak Mor's administration argued that an exception should be made to allow him to continue to serve. Others, however, are wary of the unrest that such a move might trigger. I believe this is the story of Julian Bashir, actually, that he was a slow child and they did stuff to make him. I think it's interesting they're picking a new name here, but maybe this is also canon. We can dismiss them. Welfare Minister is gone. Oh yeah, there's picking one of my ministers. Or make an exception. I think that's fine. We got a new thing here. Sondin Vindelin, a senior negotiator of the Denobulan Ascension negotiations, has made a request. Okay. Sondin Vindelin has been greatly impressed with the counterparts in the Federation Diplomatic Corps and would like our permission to immediately transfer his position. Normally, the Articles of the Federation dictate that civil servants remain in their positions at home post-ascension and do not transfer into the United Federation of Planets. Accepting this request could be viewed as presumptuous and inappropriate by the Denobian Unity's leadership. Sondin Vindelin's role in the Ascension negotiation further complicates the situation as, if the transfer is agreed, it would no longer be appropriate for him to represent the Denobian Union, and progress could be lost. As a compromise, we could offer Vindelin a position in the Federation Diplomatic Corps, but defer the transfer until Ascension Day, which would appease the Denobian Unity. And welcome them in, but we lose 250 progress, and the Denobuans like me less. Okay, we just get a leader. Doesn't sound all that useful. Or we do nothing, or there's no reason to deviate from the procedure. Let's defer the transfer until Ascension Day. I think that sounds good.
Technology discovered.
It's not the event that I wanted, but it'll do. There's the Farragut class. Alright, engineer component output. We're in a bit of a component crunch right now, so that's a good thing. Speaking of which, I should go back to my second fleet here, or first fleet, or whatever fleet around Earth. Push the button again. I cannot. We need 105. Perfect. We are building a Constitution class ship, though. That's good. Noonien Soong's genetic controversy. Have been granted an exception to the laws prohibiting genetically engineered individuals from serving in Starfleet or in government positions. Noonien Soong has been the target of controversy across the United Federation of Planets. Many argue that Noonien Soong's Remaining in his role is an affront to the laws that have followed without fail. We can dismiss them, or we can continue to support them. For 5 years, we use 10% immunity, or we dismiss them. Let's see how good this leader is. Soon, I believe that's you. That's you. You are very good. We're going to support them in service. In the meantime, we'll also take the first fleet and upgrade the ships that need to be upgraded, and same with over here.
Technology discovered.
Good, you are upgrading. So I worried there for a second. Good, engineered, make more components is lovely. Archer class support wing. Neat. Let's get ship speed up. Ruins found. The archaeologists of Borka Prime have located several settlements across the surface belonging to a now extinct civilization that once inhabited the world. The compact hive-like structures comprising the settlements show some evidence of industry, with the majority made of bricks sourced from across their respective continents. Despite the simplicity of each of the structures' layout, they are largely large spaces with which appear to have been created for specific artistic or cultural purposes. Neato. Keep it up. This is with who? The Nobilans. Good. How many favors do you owe me now? You owe favors, 2 favors to me. Okay. You changed your opinion about these people yet? No. So if I do this, and I hit confirm, it's just association status. They hit yes, because I know they want to be.
Technology discovered.
Perfect. But it failed because the Genobians will say no, and I don't think there's a way for me to change that. Secondary computers, okay. What's the cheap thing here? I don't want plasma torpedoes. Ooh, the Baron Sweep Array. Neat. Sure. And the other tile blocker's gone. Perfect. Fleet command limit. That would be lovely to increase, then I don't have to make another fleet. So let's get that done. Oh yeah, you're unassigned because I need to assign you to not the Zambia, who is here, not doing anything. You, it's not you. Where are you, Zambia? You're in this system. Gotcha. You move over here. It's you, the Growler. We can stick you in charge and then have you come over to here to research this project, please. Let's try this again with the Nausicaans. If I do association, they're going to say no, which is okay. And then I want the Denobulans to say yes, but how do I make them say yes? Oh no. Science ship, you were out there doing that, yeah. You're the new one. You're doing the archaeological study. You're on your way to do this. How much time do I have? Some time. I haven't gotten very far yet, though. You know what? It would actually be better for you to come do this, and for you, come do this. Because you're so much closer. Let's do that. That's smart. That's thinking. Good, we got our first Constitution class in. Love it. Let's get another one. I think that's a second one. One of our colonies is done. Amazing. Let's grab a little bit of this so I can build the city district.
Ships upgraded.
Cool.
Ships upgraded.
Cool. You're here now. Can I build anything? I need 50 influence. That's right. So you can't build anything? Fortunate. This is coming along. Who do I have a migration pact with? Let's drop that. Let's drop our research agreements. I go to here and I go to relations. So I have migration with the Denobulans. Drop that. And then Surak, Andor, the Denobulans, and the Vendorians. I can drop most of those. So let's drop the Denobulan migration treaty. And we'll keep the research agreement with them, I think. We'll get one with Surak here. And we'll drop it with you guys as well. What does that do?
Technology discovered.
Lowers it significantly. So I could lower it by another 0.25, but I think I'll leave that for now. Invasion, more good. You should get more dilithium production. Ooh, maintenance worker bees. It's fun. Probably look at that in a minute, but let's get the Daedalus class refit, the Horizon. We have a lot of Daedaluses in our fleet, so that'll be nice. Daedali, maybe? That's how you say that in the plural? How's this coming along? Over here. 80 months, perfect. We get a new event soon. Really glad we noticed that change and we did the change that we needed. You can level up, that's super. Somebody here need a gerb. You need stuff. Let's build the secondary shipyard here, and then hangar bays seem good. Give me trade protection range, which is good, or I could do solar panels. Just gives me 3. No, it gives me 2.5. Doesn't seem all that worth it. Like hangar bay makes sense then? Yeah. Over here, listening post would give me detection range. That would give me more money. Science center would give me some base science, which I think is cool. All heals people, reduces sublight speed, raises ship hit points. Be useful here would be useful for the listening post. Let's get the orbital science going. think that sounds good. And Alpha Line A system over here can have a hangar bay and a trade hub. And I think off-world trading or maybe hydroponics. Well, yeah, let's do hydroponics. That sounds good. That's all that settled. And one of these planets has an issue? Negative situation. That's not negative. That's not negative. What are you talking about? Well, we'll see.
Technology discovered.
Ooh, Robert April. Here's the retrofit. We'll get that done. Frostfield, the Bonaventure retrofit would be good. Let's get a little bit less component usage, because that seems to be a bit of a bottleneck for me building ships. And let's go take a look at Robert April. Well, not contacts. Leaders. Commanders. There's Robert April. You seem pretty good. Yeah. Grab you. Let's ditch Hannah Sakari here. Yep. Let's ditch you. Grab April instead. Perfect. You're in charge of one of these fleets, right? Earth already has someone. First fleet, Stellar fleet. I think it's the first fleet that needed someone. Take you in charge. Let's upgrade the Daedalus classes to their retrofit. And same here. As well as the NX, they're getting some bonuses. Stellar fleet is on its way over there. Perfect. Pick that up. Be a second Constitution class coming in. Remains discovered. A number of remains have been found of the species which is believed to have constructed the ruins on War Prime. Humanoid and semi-avian. The species look to have stood no more than 1 meter tall, with relatively short forearms and long taloned feet. Neat. Much longer? I probably have time. Ship is on the way.
Ships upgraded.
Political frontier. Established factions and fledgling movements alike have taken the unusual keen interest in our new colony. Cool. Get a bunch of unity, which is nice.
Technology discovered.
Get fleet command limit going up. That's super duper. What's the Orbital Museum? Gives me unity. Maybe. Commander cost reduction is fun. Another tile blocker. Grand Embassy Complex. Let's grab that. And what's the other thing we got? The components reduction. That's helpful. Ooh, the Grawl class destroyer. Fun. Oh, even more component reduction. That sounds great.
Ships upgraded.
Love it. Oh, we wait for a couple of more techs to come in before I upgrade more ships. Yeah, see, we're turning around the food deficit. It's not great, but it's coming around. And the Novulans again. You're still gonna say no? You are? What about over here? You are? What about to these people? Don't like me enough? This is the Lurans. Lurans are at war with the Kzinti. Kzinti does not like me enough. I'm not doing well. Alright. I don't think you are either. Okay.
Anomaly detected.
Of course. We can do something with the government again, so let's do that. Policies, oh yeah, we're going to look at these things. Let's do that. Let's not forget to do that this time. Let's react to galactic conflict. Let's talk about the Kzinti Luran. Let's condemn them both. Sounds good. Now, what is the extraterritorial holdings? Greetings, Prime Minister. My name is Dr. Ravash. Now, the Department of Extraterritorial Holdings, how might we assist you today? So we have one holding. We can support 5. What does it do? The department oversees the various small outposts and holdings that the United Federation of Planets operates outside its core territory, principally within the various galactic star clusters. Cool. We can review. We operate the following objects. What does this output do? Oh, it gives me 4 research, 4 of each research. We can upgrade the outpost. Or not very much. Absolutely. We don't have the tech for this. We don't have the components. It's okay, but now we're getting more. That sounds great. I'm glad we took a look. Back. End transmission. What about the medical exchange? Greetings, Prime Minister. Rif Glashmore. I am Administrator Ban Jabasim of the Interspecies Medical Exchange. While the medical needs of most species are unique, there is logic in pooling resources to aid research. Interspecies Medical Exchange promotes the medical research and cross-species collaboration. There are costs associated with joining the organization, however, the benefits are likely to outweigh them. Interspecies Medical Exchange is an interstellar program that allows doctors of various species and volunteers to serve on alien worlds in order to further their understanding in xenobiology. I think this is what Dr. Phlox was a part of in the Enterprise series. The IME is committed to the sharing of medical knowledge, and we hope to foster cooperation between all governments that join us. Maybe there was a couple of other people that showed up with this exchange as well. Yeah, we can join it. Very good. Cooperation in our people's interest is good. Awesome. We're in. I don't know what it does, but we're in.
Special project complete.
Hey, the Neil Armstrong under the command of Captain Mogg has begun to survey. Cool. Can't remember if we needed to spend that, but I think we did. There's the components. I got some advice on how to interact with that screen, and now I can't remember what the advice was, and I'm not going to go through and take a look again. Let's upgrade to the De La Roche refit for that ship. Kzinti don't like me anymore. That's okay. We're losing XP, are we? No, we're just sitting neutral. That's fine. We have a construction ship not doing anything, and a construction ship not doing anything. That's okay. Just coming along nicely. Objects in space. After several hours of searching, the crew of the USS Shamshir seem about to give up their search for the mysterious signal. However, the science officer detects a very subtle shift in space and indicates the presence of an object hidden from plain sight. The officer suggests the concentrated tachyon emissions From the main deflector dish may be sufficient to reveal the object's location. Absolutely. Activate the beam. What's this over here? Oh yeah, this is the Ekmarians. Gotcha. I wonder where this goes. Just don't quite have the influence to spread out that way yet. What's that gonna do? It's gonna do something. I've forgotten what it is. I don't think it's anything down here. Teleprime's got its stuff. Mining world can be upgraded. Let's do that. We're making a bit more minerals now. Quite enough food, though. The Tachyon verse successfully revealed the object. It appears to be similar in function to a human probe, complete with some sort of cloaking technology to hide it from most attempts of detection. Upon sensing that it has been discovered, the probe attempts to activate a self-destruct mechanism, no doubt a safety measure to prevent its acquisition. Quick thinking of the USS Shamshir's tactical officer, however, places a quick phaser discharge into the source of the power spike, sufficient to disable but not destroy the probe. The probe is tractored into the cargo bay, and science and engineering teams have begun to examine it. After several hours, they believe that they have accessed the main memory core and the data contained within. The probe itself appears to be ancient, but so much so that the species that launched it may no longer exist. The data is corrupt and heavily fragmented, but so much that nothing of value is retrievable. That's unfortunate. I think one time we got that same mission before, but we got a slightly different ending where it was data corrupted. We did get stuff that we could see. All right, fleets, what are you up to? Hell, are you there yet? Not quite. Everybody else is just sitting around. That's okay.
Technology discovered.
Baron Sweep Array. Perfect. We'll start saving up to build some of those structures. I'm not sure. Some encryption could be good. Ooh, tactical control station. More sensors. Let's get better photons. You are doing nothing. Good. So please survey that and that. Kzinti have become xenophilic. Excellent. It's the same aligned with us. You still at war? You are. Maybe we'll bring Kzinti into the Federation. Our political scientists have been observing New Andor with keen interest. However, despite the feverish campaign and a lot of recent fuss over the media, it is forecast a fairly typical outcome for the colony's political future. Our researchers note that no news amounts to good news here. Excellent. Nah, just good is fine. Ship, have you made it? You are here. Are you doing the mission? You are. Perfect.
Technology discovered.
At our second Constitution class, we have the Macau and the Wani, along with the Anvil, the Werewolf, and the Hyperion. Still need a bunch more stuff, that's fine. There's the Larache refit. Let's get more components. Let's upgrade all of these fleets as well. Have a few more fun things in it. Anything we want to add? We do have a Constitution. Farragut class would be fun. 4 points, and the Constitution also 4 points. Let's add the Farragut. Let's add a pair of Farraguts. And maybe one more Daedalus. Yeah, one more Daedalus. That'll be you. First Fleet. Let's add a Constitution to this. And a Bonaventura. And then we'll add one more Minuteman to the mix. And then the second fleet here. Let's add a Farragut. A couple of Farraguts. And the Engel, I think. That's good. Look at all those built up. The 3 of them will be 120, which will be perfect. Once they're all full. We'll take a minute. You can get some stuff going. Sure. It'll be an ascension to the Federation. The Defense Planning Subcommittee working on the Denobulan Ascension and Negotiation has presented a radical proposal from Captain Jaras Chim Gleer of the Denobulan Navy and Captain Jonathan Barks of the Starfleet regarding the demilitarization of the Denobulan Navy post-ascension. Under the proposal, the majority of the Denobulan Navy vessels would be retired from service on the day of ascension, with all the defense responsibilities immediately transferred to Starfleet. This is a major deviation from the standard ascension procedure set out by the Articles of the Federation. Normally, the acceding state fleet would remain in place post-ascension for continuity of defense, transferring to Starfleet control much later. Captain Jaresh Chim Gleer assures us that her people are supportive and promises that this will accelerate the overall ascension process. Additionally, she plans to transfer to Starfleet on the conclusion of the ascension negotiations. Captain Jonathan Banks has invested huge effort in the proposal and is fully confident that Starfleet can shoulder the increased burden. If he supports this proposal, we lose 100. If we do not, whatever. Sure. We can do that. And let's find a way to hopefully get some influence back. Minister Sonnenwelle has accepted the proposal initiated by these two. Excellent. So we gain 500 experience for the two. That's great. I need is more influence. Let's go to Tellar for a minute here. I'll go to this. Crew training. This is Unity and 17 Unity. Okay, let's give up 17 Unity for a minute here, and let's replace this with the one that gives me, I guess, the aid agency. What's this? One here that gives me influence. This one, policy coordination. So let's do that. Delta Volantis Cluster Survey. The USS Strata, NSCC 7, has returned from the edge of the Delta Volantis Cluster following a completion during its survey mission. Captain Farakzad reports encountering an alien vessel belonging to a race known as the Zillians in the MG-386 system. The Zillian ship was cloaked and in the USS Strata's impulse wake, and was only detected due to a series of technical errors in the vessel's proximity caused. Requesting assistance with their warp drive, Captain Katham Farakzud and his chief engineer spent several days aboard the vessel conducting repairs. Bizarrely, several days after the return of Captain Farakzad was diagnosed pregnant with a Zillian embryo, and with no explanation of how he came to be impregnated. With no way to safely remove the embryo without risking the life of the captain, only the Zillians may be able to provide a solution. We can search for them.
Log updated.
What do we do in this situation? Time project, search. The science, just who's pregnant, in orbit here. Strata. Research that, please. Jamshir, I want you to do this stuff. Not that way, though. Can you do this? This. And that, please. In fact, I should do this in a smarter order. It should be this way. That way they're not doubling back. There we go. Let's see how this pregnancy goes in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed the series so far. We'll see you in the next one when we discover how Captain Farakzad's pregnancy completes. And maybe we'll finally get pretty close to getting the Genobulans fully ascended. They're getting close. We also have to solve this influence deficit, which I'm not quite sure how to do. I can only eliminate 0.25 from this ticking, and maybe there's a way I can produce more. I'm not sure. Anyhow, hope to see you then. Have a great day.